And good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, and it is warm for this time of morning. 73 as we will climb to 101, Odie, and it's going to be even hotter than getting in your tanning bed.
Yeah, at least there's a fan right up there. I can
Heat
feel
index
a little breeze.
108 is expected by this afternoon. 108, y'all.
That's you do not wait until you get out in this stuff to start drinking water. You drink water to prepare for this. So you get up, go get you some water, get you some coffee, get you some water, and drink water continuously. You need enough water that when you go to the bathroom, your urine is not colored at all. It needs to be cleared. It's not yellow. If it starts getting yellow, you're starting to dehydrate.
Oh, do you know, I could have went all day without knowing that.
That is a health deal that everyone needs to know. If you are colored, you need to drink plenty of water because your body is starting to go into dehydration, and that could be very dangerous. It could be fatal, especially in this type of heat.
He's going to be set up all day out in front of the Meridian Police Department recapturing this if you'd like to drop by and visit with him.
I've got a piece of paper that has the pictures.
I'm good. I'm really good. I'm glad you brought that up.
You just wanted to wake you up on this Tuesday morning.
You go to the doctor, you hear things you don't want to hear too. Whew.
Yeah, he tells us we're fat, mad doctor.
Yeah, they make you stand on scales, and it's never fun.
Yeah.
Y'all know that. I meant to get her picture, and I haven't done that. What was it? Julian Assange, if you know who I'm talking about. WikiLeaks.
Yeah, WikiLeaks. Yeah.
He is out of jail. He's made a deal with the U.S. of A. government to where he's going to plead guilty on one charge, and they will let him, this 5 years he's been in prison, serve as that time served, and he'll be scot-free. All he's got to do is drop by and sign some papers, and off he goes. Back to Australia, I think.
Okay.
They really wanted that man bad, really bad.
Well, of course, he let all their secrets out.
He told the truth, that's for sure.
Yes, a whistleblower.
Did he do some of the things wrong? I hadn't read enough into it to know. He probably got a hold of some information that maybe he shouldn't have told.
I think the majority of everything he got was supposed to be kind of top secret.
Somebody loaned it to him, so to speak.
Yeah.
But that's one of the big things that's happening this morning. There's some people crying this morning. Only 40 locations, Odie. You're not going to be able to get your wings, is what I'm hinting at.
Oh, is that where you're going?
Yeah. Hooters is closing 40 locations across the USA. My audience is about to pass out.
Yeah, can't believe it. They're just now old enough to go in there. Yeah.
Hooters.
They're going to miss out. I guess Twin Peaks is going to stay open.
Yeah, that one's still, it's basically the same thing. Yeah. But I would assume that getting staff is getting kind of hard.
Well, they don't want to work neither.
Yeah, that's true. So that's a few things happening there, bankruptcies that are around here. Let's see what else is going on this morning. No, that's not where I wanted to go. I had Biden. Let me get over here. They got somebody now, and Odie, I don't want you to open your mouth when I show this.
Okay, I'll tell you what.
No, I'm going to show this, and you just got to sit there. This comes from The Blaze, which is a media network. And then I'll show you another article. This is the new White House Associate Communications Director. Now, if you got your marching orders, that it's one of those you look and don't speak, because I'm not even going to say anything.
I'm trying. Something's already popped in my mind.
A picture is worth 1,000 words. We had a guy, or we think it was a guy that was that got arrested for stealing, that worked for the White House, that wore dresses. You remember that? I can't remember what he done. But we have a new member that's been promoted at the White House. And again, this is the White House Associate Communications Director, according to The Blaze. And here we go. That's him on the left here. A nice turquoise matching outfit there. And again, this is from the Blaze, Sarah Gonzalez. She works for them. And then as you get into this, Odie, the New York Post has even done a story on this. And I thought we'd look. He has a matching dog collar in this picture. That's him back here on the left, right there. It's it's just White House.
Transvestites just aren't what they used to be.
Didn't I say something about hushing? If you like this, the election is coming in November. If you don't care for your new White House Association's community,
It's the handbag.
It didn't match. You should have.
It clashes.
It does. And you just can't put up with things like that, can you?
It's hard to keep the old mouth shut.
We're going to let that one lie, but we felt that you should know this. There's just things that are kept from us. Now, whether or not he should. What was that guy's name? I think it was a guy that stole that luggage of that woman and had on all of her dresses when they arrested with lipstick. You remember him?
I remember something about it.
And he had some big job like that too. It's really hard to take them serious when they got that much lipstick on. Yeah.
Ooh, I've got to stop those gears up there.
There's things going on in Odie's head right now that would scare you there.
A couple of them scared me.
Oh, let's see. They're saying that Trump has it narrowed down to 3 people that he's going to choose from. Yesterday, we heard that Trump had already chosen his VP. Well, in his head, he probably has.
Well, now he has said that Thursday he will name his VP.
Yeah, they're going to be at the debate. That's coming. It really ought to be interesting. As to what's going to be said. How will Biden react? How will he do? Can he handle pressure from this? Or will this be one of those, it is on CNN, to where the questions are led this way. And then if they turn your mic off, you can't correct sometimes.
Yeah, but he's loud enough. We'll see if it's still going to be a no audience kind of deal. Somebody has posted, here's another one of those what do you call it when you think where you tinfoil hats? What do you call that?
Weird?
Well, yeah, but you call it something else.
We was on Better Call Saul. His brother wore the tinfoil hat.
Well, but he had a deficiency, electrical deficiency.
Yeah.
But they've got video of Biden speaking when he can't talk and he can't walk and he can't do any of that. Then they've got a video of Biden when he's in front of Congress doing the State of the Union and all that.
Where he speaks great.
Yeah, and they've got close-up shots. And the close-up shots are of
Conspiracy theory alert.
That's what I'm talking about. Of his earlobes, where he can't talk, can't walk, none of that. His earlobes are kind of like mine. They're connected at the bottom. And then where he's speaking to the State of the Union and he's making sense and he can speak, it's an earlobe that hangs down. So
Are you saying
it's two different people?
What was that? Do y'all remember the movie
Yeah.
called Dave, to where the president gets has a heart attack?
Yeah.
He gets sick, and they hire this guy that looks just like him, and he
Yeah.
runs the country better than the original president. That was
Exactly.
a good movie.
That's kind of what this is. I mean, he's not going to do any worse if we do have one.
Kansas City Chiefs, if you know who they are, they don't put up with anything. They've cut a pro football player. He was arrested on domestic charges and also animal cruelty. He is out. He no longer has a job with them. He's not going to be playing with them anymore. Let me see what his name is here. Is that his name, Tom? No. Kansas City Chiefs lineman Bugs. Here's his picture here. I don't watch NFL enough to know, but here he is. He's no longer with them.
I don't remember him now. I watched and I like Kansas. That's my second
Bugs.
team. I'm still a
Bugs is his last name.
Saints and a Aints. But I like Kansas City because I like Mahomes. That kid can play football. He's got a good head on his shoulder, and I like to watch that young kid play.
Tuscaloosa is where that all went on. They're not far from here. I
wonder if that was one of them used to go around yelling, "Bro time."
Most likely. It didn't like
Yeah.
whether you can play or not, you get accepted into the NFL because you played for Alabama. And then just
Well, it
automatic.
depends on how you say roll tide, because most of the time that's the only sentence that they can put together.
Man, you're making those Tuscaloosa people mad already.
Yeah, one of them's my
Odie.
wife. She's probably gonna get mad at me.
Yeah, I'm glad
I love you, baby.
y'all need help there. A lot went on last night. We had 2 fires, Odie, that crept across Meridian last night. We have 2 homes damaged that we're going to talk about. We had a huge standoff with police that happened in Carthage, just north of here. We also had a big arrest in Meridian. Ooh. You don't mess with those Lauderdale County Sheriff's boys that wear green.
Hey, here comes the green.
You can run, but they're going to come after you. It ended in arrest. We got that and so many different stories that went on yesterday that shaped our area. We'll tell you all about that on the way. Scotty Ray and Odie, y'all don't rush out. We got the folks from Stage 2 next.
Yeah.
Got a big play coming up. We're going to
support them.
Find out what the name of it is in just a moment.
Downtown Meridian is thriving with a fresh look, and now it's getting a new neighbor. Toyota of Meridian is now open under new hometown leadership. We're bringing automotive knowledge and experience home with a focus on improved customer satisfaction and all new pricing. Toyota of Meridian is excited to serve the Queen City and exceed your expectations.
I'm Trinard Rush, and I want to invite you to Toyota Meridian, where hometown pride.
Are you looking for a job that could last a lifetime? Structural Steel is hiring now. With employees that have been there from 20 to 40 years, they're family owned and operated since 1975. Competitive starting wages, a 401k package, and great insurance. Immediate openings on the day shift and night shift. From entry-level helpers, welding and tacking, grinding and fitting. And the list goes on of job openings. Start your future today at Structural Steel. Call 483-5381.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
At the Back Porch, we're bringing families back together for fun, food, and all the things you love to enjoy around your home. Every event starts with a great grill, great cookware, and accessories. Add in some locally sourced meat and dairy, along with frozen vegetables and casseroles, and over 500 brands of spices and sauces. Relax in our chairs, swings, day beds, and have fun with our cornhole boards. From coolers to trailers, we have everything you need. When you see the big chair, you've made it to the Back Porch.
Welcome back. As we mentioned, an accident, I-20 this morning, if you're traveling west out of Meridian toward Newton, the area toward Jackson. Here's what you're going to see. This is the scene there. Simmons Wrecker. That left lane is blocked. Now, from my understanding, this is a box truck that overturned. Well, I don't know whether he was reaching for his coffee or a donut, what went on up in the truck, but he flipped. Understand he's hauling carpet. Is that right?
I believe it was carpet.
Yeah, it might be a discount sale later on.
Just a little bit.
Check with Mike Rice. He usually seems to come up with those nice
Yeah,
boxes of great things. But no major injuries that were checked out, but it is causing a delay there as you come up on that split. It's one lane there. Be careful with that. As we mentioned, we've got a play coming up, and as we welcome Stage 2 in, good morning, good morning.
Morning.
Good
All
morning.
right, what's the name of the play that y'all got?
Guys and dolls.
Guys and Dolls, and the play is about some guys and some dolls.
and
Yeah.
dolls.
Some gamblers.
Gamblers?
Their unwillingness to get married.
Okay. How many people are going to be in the play? Is it like 20, 30 y'all?
There are 28 people in the play.
That's a heap of them.
Wow.
And somebody's in charge of standing on it's got to be on the edge of the stage that directs everybody. You do this, you do that. Who's got that role?
Susie Johnson.
Bless her. She hadn't come back in a while. I like Susie. She just hadn't come visit me.
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome.
That's a lot of work that goes into this. Now, y'all are in college now, right?
I am.
You're in college and everybody else is getting near it?
I'm
He's-
going into freshman year. They're going to senior.
We're seniors.
Wow. So what part will you play?
I am the production assistant. I'm the intern this year
Uh-huh.
for the Riley Center, so I am going to be their stage manager backstage. But before that, I was helping them with rehearsals, taking attendance, just running around, getting them all the props that they've needed. I've organized Publicity Day. We're doing all these wonderful radio and TV appearances that the community has provided us. And I just basically go where I'm needed.
So what kind of costumes do y'all got?
I wear a thick wool suit. It's
Wool suit? Odie.
red.
Y'all better have the air conditioning on.
Oh no, I was sweating like a hog the first day, and so I went and bought one of those air conditioning necklaces that you get at the Walmart.
Yeah.
Does it work?
It
Well, it
sucks
works
in my
better
shirt
not
through the
having it.
fan. It kind of stops airflow, but It'll get me out in a pinch.
Well, we may have to implement that in more ways than one. That's a pretty good one there. So as they take this, when is the play coming up? How can we come see it? And it's going to be at MCC McCain Theater?
Yes, sir. It is going to be this weekend, Friday and Saturday at 7 p.m. and Sunday at 3 p.m. And you can get your tickets online at MCC Arts and Letters under the ticket tab, and it'll take you straight to the link to buy the tickets.
I want to say that, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Let me pull this up here where everybody can take a look here. Y'all have got a Facebook page. Is this the correct one?
Yes, sir.
All right, and this is y'all getting ready here. And this is a part of this right here.
There's that wool
Guys
suit.
and dolls.
That actually is the suit.
I had to
I'm
ask,
wearing so much worse.
where'd you find this red jacket at?
Timu.
Found it dirt cheap, actually. I
There
saw
you
it was
go.
a maroon suit, and I was like, you know what? That'd be perfect for state next year. So,
That looks good. Here, and here's the flyer that's associated with this. Guys and Dolls, June 28th at 7 o'clock. 3 performances. We got 2 at 7 and then 1 at 3. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Now, how affordable are tickets? What do you have to do, and how much do they cost?
You go on the MCC Arts and Letters website to get the tickets, and they are $10 for adults and $5 for students and kids.
That's affordable. It's going to be
Yes.
a big show there. I think y'all will have fun doing that. Who's got the? Is there a lead role on this?
There's 4 leads.
4 leads?
These are 3 of them.
The 3 of them,
Yes.
and are the 2 women, 2 men? How,
2 women, 2 men.
okay, I get it. So they're all dating, maybe.
Yes.
so this
Spoiler alert is what I'm after
is my
here.
fiance, and she wants to marry me.
Is she
but I
already
don't
getting
want to.
gripey, and you don't want to put up with her?
Well, I really want her, but for some reason I don't want her. At the
Oh
same
yeah,
time.
yeah. That's real life too.
Yeah, he accidentally falls in
My
love.
love interest is Sarah Brown.
Sarah Brown?
She runs a mission in downtown New York, which goes as well as you think it would go.
Oh yeah, I can
And,
imagine.
She can't. Unfortunately, she can't be here this morning, but she's the 4th lead.
Well, we hate that she couldn't be with us.
Yeah.
This is coming up before you know it. Again, give us a rundown of when tickets and what time to come see it, and give me all your names because we apologize for not asking names.
I'm Virginia White, the production assistant.
I'm Braden Alford. I play Nathan Detroit.
I'm Cooper Rancier. I play Sky Masterson.
Oh, Coop.
Maddie Clayton, and I play Miss Adelaide.
Oh, Maddie back there.
Adelaide.
And again, give us the times and where to buy tickets so we can send folks out to see y'all.
Yes, sir. The shows are June 28th and 29th at 7 p.m. at the MCC McCain Theater and Sunday at 3 p.m. And you can get tickets on the MCC Arts and Letter website. All you have to do is go under Stage 2 and click Guys and Dolls or under the ticket tab, and it'll take you straight to the Guys and Dolls page.
Well, we're headed there. And we want to thank y'all for coming by and visiting with us this morning. Sweet of y'all.
Thank
Miss
you.
Adelaide, the whole time everybody out there got to see you. We had you covered. You couldn't see yourself, but you was out there the whole time, so everybody got to see you.
All righty. Thank y'all so much. And again, this is going to be Guys and Dolls. We hope you'll make it out for this as Stage 2. It's always fun to have these events, and here it is if you'd like to know more about that. Stage 2 Impact, I guess you would call that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right. We got it.
Thank you.
There it is.
Thank you.
Thank y'all so much for dropping by. We'll be right back as we'll bring you some more headlines of things that went on in the night.
Yeah.
Looking for a great place to eat? Well, come explore the great flavors of the French Quarter in downtown Enterprise. Whether you're in the mood for a romantic night out, a family dinner, or a cozy atmosphere with great service that make dining with the French Quarter an unforgettable experience. Drop by today and taste our delicious dishes. Come explore the flavors of the French Quarter. 120 West Bridge Street, downtown Enterprise. Call 601-659-0500, the French Quarter. The Precast Group, offering you the best selection when it comes to a storm shelter. Located on 145 South in Meridian, where they offer above-ground shelters that can be installed in your home as you're built in, are conveniently located right outside your home if it's already built. They also offer storm shelters that can be installed in a slight bank or on flat ground. Protect your family today with a very affordable storm shelter from the Precast Group. Highway 145 South, 601-482-0003. The Precast Group.
Mow, dig, haul, trench. The reliable Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor is highly capable, smooth hydrostatic transmission makes for easy operation and versatile attachments that help you handle the job. The Kubota BX Series, rated #1 in durability and owner experience. Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
Welcome back, your friend Scotty Ray and Odie. We did have, as I mentioned, an overnight fire. This would be over on 25th Avenue, 16th Street. Odie, fire broke out. I believe a mattress at the end of the day is responsible for this fire that happened there last night. There was no injuries. Everybody got out of the house. Thank goodness nothing else went wrong there. We would also have a first fire. This was right around 11 o'clock last night as we had a fire also in the 2800 block of Chandler Street. Now, Odie, as we get in closer on this and we look at this, of where this is right off of 29th Avenue, this would be an abandoned structure that caught fire. And you ask, how can an abandoned structure catch fire? We don't have the answer to that.
Well, we got some thoughts.
We have thoughts.
Yeah, but I tell you now, Meridian Fire Department was on the ball.
Both of these.
And that other one, I mean, they were able, when the call came out, it was fire is showing. They got there, jumped in, put it out, and everything was okay.
Hey, I got a closer picture of that carpet. This was when the wreck happened this morning around 3:30, 3:40. This is I-20 there where that box truck is overturned. As you can see, it's carpet stacked right there on the inside of that. We're going to go ahead before State Farm gets there and say this is a total loss on the truck.
Yeah, that claim's going to be...
Expect an insurance hike later next year.
Dadgummit. Here's another one.
Those things happen. Now, as we look at this, we found out yesterday morning from the Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department that charges have been upgraded. And as we look at this, we pull this up. Again, a somber moment on this as somebody from our community lost their child. A 2.5-year-old little boy lost his life at the hands of his mother, Adrienne McDevitt. This has been moved now to capital murder. That's a huge upgrade on this. As Sheriff Ward Calhoun says, after receiving the preliminary autopsy results and conferring with the DA's office, charges against Adrienne McDevitt have been upgraded to capital murder with no bond. Now, what it doesn't say, it doesn't tell us why they upgraded that. What was in the autopsy that made them go, this is a little bit more serious than we originally thought?
Yeah.
We don't know, and that will come out. This will be presented, I'm sure, to the grand jury, and we will find out a little bit more as this moves along.
The family put out a post yesterday. I read it, wanting to thank everybody in the community for the prayers, reaching out. They continue to need our prayers. This is something that we do not need to stop doing every day, is to pray for this entire family. And the funeral for Kelly Jr. is going to be Friday at starting at 11 o'clock.
Now, let me say this. Now, there's a lot of keyboard warriors that are out there putting out information about this case. Their information is not right. I know sometimes more than I put, and sometimes it's best to do that. There's people putting out information that is just simply not true. What we do know is a child lost their life at the hands of their mother. The police department, sheriff's department arrived on scene. They were taken into custody. The body has been sent for autopsy, which has happened. Funeral is going to be later this week. And this will come out a little at the time and you can't, for a case to be tried, you can't put everything out there. It has to be certain ways before it goes through the court system. And it will come out from authorities, what we know about all of this. And
the jury doesn't need to know a lot of different things. They need to go in with a fresh set of eyes, a fresh set of ears. Here's the case, and it's up to you to prosecute. They're not giving you everything.
I'm just saying, don't believe everything you read out there. It sometimes is just not right. But the truth will come out. And our thoughts at the end of the day are with this family that is left behind to deal with this.
It's hard to hold back tears, you know.
And Odie, it's the unimaginable. As you think, well, today is bad. Well, your day is not bad. This is bad. And believe it or not, it could be even worse than this. I know that's even hard to even fathom. It breaks my heart. It breaks Odie's heart.
It does.
And yours, we know. we wish you could lay hands on this child and it go away, but it is done now, and we will be in court to see how this ends. We'll keep you up to date on it as it moves along there with the latest information on it there. Boy, yesterday morning, I left, you'd left, and I got word that out at Bailey over at the volunteer fire department there in the curb where they do the haunted house.
Yeah.
There's a car upside down.
Oh, that's not good.
Here we go. Look at this. This is a Mercedes-Benz, not
So
sitting right.
that's what it looks like on the bottom.
That's it. Look at that. How you could climb under there and get that catalytic converter.
Well,
There's a lot of
easier
people. There's a lot of people going, ooh, I want it.
Look.
Here's the car, and miraculously, and that's a big word for me this early, the driver was okay.
Wow.
And that's a look at what went on there yesterday. Man alive, fortunate. I want to say this young lady that was in the car was with child. Both are okay. To go through this and still be okay.
You got that
Somebody
right.
looking
man
out.
above. Yes, sir.
So we say thank you for that, and I hope she's doing okay. She still had smiles on when I saw her, and I hope everything is okay this morning as she gets back to normal. That shakes you up, and you'll always be a little bit sore. What is it, the next day or the next day after that?
Stoved up.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Man, Odie, it's getting to where I avoid parking places that you've got to pull into like this because I can't see to back out.
You know,
I
there's
can't twist my body to see around cars.
what happened to you come in this way and you park at an angle. What happened to why has everything gotten a smaller traffic lane and you got to pull in?
But it's
90
always,
degrees.
wherever I park, it's a 1982 box van going to park next to me that I can't see around. It ain't got no windows and I can't see. It's like inch out toward the road there.
Scotty Ray Reports on the scene of a rear end. Yes, that's the Scotty Ray mobile.
That could happen so easily. So if you're backing out of those, just be cautious. And if you're passing the old courthouse, places like this, don't speed. Because anybody can back out at any given moment. We got a stolen car. We got the alert. I have not gotten the tag number yet because, like many of us, you own the car and, well, you don't know your own tag number. I couldn't tell you anything I got with the tag number. Here we are.
Either.
This is a 2012 Toyota Camry. It was stolen yesterday from 11th Street and 23rd Avenue. The number to Meridian PD is 485-1893 if you happen to see this. This is when they bought the car. They did have a picture of that. And it does have a tag now. We just don't have the tag number. They're going to get that to us. It's bad to lose your car to thieves.
Look, it's hot. I understand it's hot. It's like real hot, but it's not hot enough. And I don't know. I'm not saying it because of this car here. Don't go in the store running in there to get you a drink to come back out with your car still running for the air to go. Because somebody else is going to get out of the heat and into that air without your permission.
This happened yesterday between 3:30 and 5, if I am not mistaken. And let me be honest about this. This is not just an isolated incident. Meridian, Mississippi has lots of cars stolen every day. It is just very hard to track what is real. If you have one taken, let me know. We always verify all of this going through. There have been times that somebody was a payment or two behind on something, and that's why it's so hard to keep up with. But we have a lot of cars stolen from my area. Hotels, people pull up, leave an extra set of keys in a car, and somebody knocks the window out, and off goes your car.
Yeah.
Be extra cautious, and these early mornings of letting your car cool off, watch that. In the afternoon as well, someone will borrow it. Now, yesterday, there was a 20% chance of showers, Odie. As we were into the show, that little 20% of showers become to fall in the northern part of Lauderdale County. And then it was light rain and wrecks happened. Then, late yesterday afternoon, that little 20% chance popped up once again. Dalewood, I want y'all to look at this of how a storm can come out of nowhere. Look at this, Odie. Here's our picture from that. Wind damage there to a roof at Dalewood. Now, matter of fact, We've got 2 homes that were damaged at Dalewood yesterday. Look at that. I mean, it just wreaked havoc on that. Insurance claim, definitely there's a roof is damaged, and it can happen at any given time. Just letting you know what happens there. So we have, again, a 20% chance of showers today after 4 o'clock. Be ready. We'll be on top of this should something come out. We'll be right back in a moment as we'll go back in time. We'll do a little check of history and lots of other things with Scotty Ray and Odie. Don't forget your birthday, getting that to us as we get your day underway. Maybe it's an anniversary you got. Whatever the case is, we want to hear from you. We'll be right back. Summertime has arrived, and Freeman Tractor on Highway 494 has the exact lawnmower for your need. If you've got a big yard with acres and acres to mow, they have a mower for that. No matter the size yard you have, Freeman Tractor has the lawnmower that fits you and your budget. From 48-inch all the way up to 6 or more. Plenty of these to choose from. Also, they carry a complete line of LS tractors. Come by for a test drive today. Financing available. Drop in today to Freeman Tractor, Highway 494, see coleslaw or buttermilk.
Just $41 a month for this new Brother embroidery machine. Buy it local and get instructions for life, service, financing, the lowest price guaranteed, and take it home today at the Sewing and Vacuum Center in Meridian and So Select in Flowood and Hattiesburg.
Rockhouse Gun and Pound, located at 5430 Highway 19 North, is ready for spring. From weed eaters to push and riding lawnmowers, and one of the largest selections you'll find in chainsaws, along with power tools and generators for backup power. Maybe you're in the market for a TV or maybe a guitar. And not to mention a large selection of diamond rings and Louis Vuitton purses. The Rockhouse Gun and Pawn even has a private lobby for your pawns for confidentiality. Visit them today, Highway 19 North, Rockhouse Gun and Pawn. Welcome back. We just got word that I-20 is now open there. Westbound lane traveling toward Jackson at mile marker 131 is cleared up. Simmons has hauled the rig out of the way, or the box truck, and you can get back to normal. Drive careful, as we do this. Roads are hot right now, and let me remind you of this. We got several people that take care of your tire needs, but if you've got tires that are either old and dry rotted or they're slick, this hot pavement is going to be bad. And
yep, they could get real slick and you not stay on that road, especially if you come around that curve there on highway, Interstate 59.
Yeah, we don't want anything to happen to you. The tires can pop. And the faster you go, the more dangerous it is. And then we see a lot of wrecks, and this may have happened there at that 18-wheeler wreck, to where they had a tire blow on the front of that rig. Isn't that what happened?
Could have. Now, we know with the tanker that flipped last week, that was a right steer tire that blew out.
And you just cannot control your car.
Oh, you're just at wheel then. You're just there.
I remember, and this has been 2005, I had bought the General Lee offline. It was lime green, had it delivered to Scuba, and I was taking it to Meridian to be painted out to Hughes Restoration. And I made it to the wood yard there, and about that time I heard, whoa! And that Dodge Charger, here she went down through the left. There was nothing. I had no control over that car. That General Lee just whoof into the medium. Had that been a 2-lane road, that'd been even worse.
Ooh, yeah.
But be careful. Yeah. Make sure your tires are okay. Your life is worth more than the cost of a set of tires, is what we're getting at.
You got that right.
Planning is everything in life, and sometimes intel is even more important when people tell you, hey, I think there's 6,000 people over that ridge there. I think we ought to hold off.
Yeah, no, let's go give it a shot and wait.
No, sir. I'm Custard, and I'm going anyway. Well, as history would tell us, one man walked away, and one reason only, so he could go tell the rest as to what happened. As the Battle of Little Bighorn happened today in 1876, and he was whooped. George Armstrong Custer was no more. He had people telling him all day, I think there's a lot of people over there.
We need to stop.
He just kept right on going there. I can't remember the amount of men. He had maybe 600 up against like 3,000 or 6,000. I can't remember, but he didn't win.
They're still building the statue out of the stones off of the mountain, and I believe that was it, the Sitting Bull.
South Dakota. Oh yeah, it's Sitting Bull.
Yeah, and they're still working on that. That is going to be beautiful when they get it done.
Wasn't this a ketchup commercial as a kid? and they would take the bottom of the ketchup. You're so vain in your anticipation.
I don't know what that is. I remember those commercials.
Yeah, am I not right? Carly Simon, she was born today in 43. And if I am not mistaken, she that song, You're So Vain, was a ketchup commercial, wasn't it?
I'm not sure.
Somebody,
I remember the song, and didn't she sing? No, that wasn't her.
Looks like she left an undergarment off. We're going to move right on and get rid of that picture. I just noticed that.
That paved paradise and put up a parking lot. That wasn't her, was it?
I never even heard what you're talking about.
Paved paradise and put up a parking lot.
Odie's hippie days coming out.
Yeah, it might be. Crazy Horse. Yeah.
Anticipation there, huh? All right, then. 1947, this guy would be born. Can you do it, Odie?
Dynamite.
Jimmy Walker was born. And if you'll remember him, boy, he played that part. I don't think anybody else could have played him. 76 is how old he turned out to be. 1947 is when Jimmy was born. He would go on to be one of the biggest influences of the 70s.
One of them did a remake of this a few years ago, and they used somebody else. Let me tell you, he wasn't a JJ.
I did not.
You can't make him.
I didn't know they even attempted to do that.
Yeah, they tried him and Archie Bunker, and then they tried another Jeffersons. It was like a one-show, one-time deal. It wasn't.
The funniest thing that I saw a remake of was Bill Engvall, Jeff Foxworthy. I forget who the other third one was, and it was so many years ago, like 2001, where they were poking fun of the General Lee being an electric car. And he goes, hey, we're going to replace this flag up here with a pony. And everything that they joked about has come to be. Go back and watch it. That was funny.
All right, so Carl says that was Anticipation.
Anticipation. Yeah. Man, y'all remember before the squeeze bottle? People don't know how good they've got it now. We used to have glass bottles and have to bump that, drop it, and bust ketchup all over the floor.
Yeah, 3 people thought that they did something right when people were clapping. Turned around, it was just somebody trying to get ketchup.
That's it. Do they even make glass bottles?
Oh, yeah, you still see them in restaurants.
Okay.
And you may be able to get them at the store. I'm not sure. I don't know why you would.
That squeeze is just so much.
Yeah.
And look, there's things in life. We need to really save America here. There's cheap ketchup out there. Don't buy it. It's watery and it's awful. Especially if you own a restaurant. I don't want to see that stuff floating around on my steak or my French fries.
Steak.
I put a little bit there.
If you're good with cooking a steak, you don't need nothing.
I'm one of those that like it. Man, I'm into the Country Bob. Boy, have you tried Country Bob steak sauce?
I don't use steak sauce.
I've got it on the seat of my truck. I bought an extra bottle. That is the best. A1 ain't even in the ball game with that stuff. I need to bring the bottle up and show you. It's Country Bob. I was in some little town with 500 people about 8 years ago. Me and a guy named Curtis was sitting there, and she said, well, I don't have any 57, and I don't have any ketchup. And I said, well, give me what you got. And it was that. And it was like, whoa.
So that was good?
It's the best thing I've ever had.
If I put something like that on my steak, I'm about that far from just sending it back and saying, you can keep it.
Yes, I am the one in downtown Houston, Texas, to where they didn't have ketchup, and I asked for it, and I refused to eat until they brought it to me.
Well,
1963, this guy was born. He's deceased. I think he was like 53 when he passed away. Anybody remember George Michael?
Yeah.
He passed away at 60. He was born in 63, but he is gone, isn't he?
I don't know if he is or not. I'm not sure.
It seems like he died. I've never listened to his music, so I don't know much about that end of it there. I didn't realize, because I didn't watch this because it scared me.
You didn't watch this.
It's as a kid, I was 7, and I remember it coming out, and it scared me to death.
Just a name, huh?
But it was Gregory Peck who was in this. Anybody remember the Oldman? That was like major spooky in the 70s.
I know I watched it in later years.
No. I cannot do movies like that. It just, man, it gives me the willies, Odie.
This year, we're not going to do commentary from outside. We're going to have to, both of us, go in the haunted house this year.
What was that scary movie where that little girl where her head turned around all the way? And I thought, nope.
Antebellum?
I don't know.
Or Poltergeist.
It may have been that.
Yeah,
I didn't
where
watch
she had
that
the
either.
TV with the ants in it, you know.
I just...
Bob's with you. He said, booger movie? Nope.
Jerry says Heinz is the only ketchup that she likes.
Exorcist. That's it, Terry.
Exorcist. Yeah, but you know, it's certain brands. Like there's people that believe in Miracle Whip, and there's people that believe in Blue Plate.
I don't care.
There's Heinz, and what's the other big ketchup brand? Hunt's. Heinz and Hunt's.
You want me to really floor you?
What?
You know who owns Heinz?
Dollar General. Who?
Nancy Pelosi.
Oh, does she?
Yeah.
How'd she get into that?
I don't know if it's her family or her husband's family, but you just
Well, I know Arnold.
You put some more money in the old campaign fund.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, you know, his ex-wife owned one of those.
Must be Hunt.
But you're saying...
All right, wait a minute. All right. So, Todd, Sheriff.
Now, I can't eat no Del Monte.
Is that
Todd.
the cheap or is...
That's that watery stuff, Todd.
All right, so John Kerry... Wait a minute. All right, John Kerry's wife owns Heinz. Is that true? Is that what I'm getting at? I know it was one of those that I don't support. John Kerry, then.
I've never heard of Pelosi, but...
Pelosi's family owns
Wait a minute,
something
we got to
big
get back
like
to the ex-sheriff here.
Yeah, Del Monte.
Del Monte ketchup. I mean, I'm afraid that he was around Barry White too long, and he was influenced there as they were watching budgets at the sheriff department for the prison.
Maybe that's what.
And he got hooked on it. Is that what happened?
All right, so it wasn't Pelosi. It is Kerry.
You want to say you're wrong?
I'm wrong.
Okay. This only happened 7 times in life, Odie.
What, me being wrong?
Can you imagine being struck by lightning 7 times? This guy goes down in history. In 1977, Roy C. Sullivan, he was a park ranger in Virginia. He got zapped for the 7th time on today. Didn't kill him.
Well, I'm not hanging around with him. Chance of rain. Hey, brother, you got to go.
Winnie says that Hunt's is watery ketchup. Yeah, this is a big debate there of what the best ketchup is.
Now, Charlene can tell you the difference.
Now,
I don't care.
I put ketchup on a lot of things, but there's one item that you can't do it on.
Steak.
No. An egg. Man, that's just the biggest turnoff to me is to see ketchup up on an egg. It's like somebody done broke the law.
Do you put mayonnaise on your peas?
No.
I can't either.
No, I don't.
There's a lot of people
mayonnaise
that
is
do
used
that.
for bread.
Yeah.
Nowhere else. And Todd has moved on to Heinz since he woke up.
He did. Maybe he was just naming a cheap one.
But that, I hadn't even thought of that.
Joni Mitchell, thank you, Bob. That's who sang Paved Paradise and put up a parking lot.
I don't know where you two get this music. I don't know where y'all get this from.
Hot sauce, Katie. I can put hot sauce on the egg. I'm good with that. Yeah.
I got a good woman at home who thinks I do no wrong, but sometimes she just ain't always around. That's kind of when I fall.
Yeah.
I can't help myself at all if I get whiskey bent and hellbound. It was 1979. The junior had fell off the mountain 4 years before that. He'd been trying to make his own way, and well, this sort of paved the way for Junior to become the legend that he would become. Whiskey Bent and Hellbound, it went on with all those countless hits after hit after hit during the 70s and 80s.
What about now? Tony said, not Tony, where's it at? Tammy. She said, I don't eat ketchup, but she loves tomatoes.
Huh. Well, so
I'm totally opposite.
Yeah, I don't eat many tomatoes. I'm just...
I can't stand a tomato unless it's in salsa.
It's just watery. Yeah, I'm with you on that. But there's a lot of people that will have just tomato sandwiches.
And Amy will do that. She puts ketchup on her peas.
I don't like it on the way. Mayonnaise on it. Oh, no, we can't be doing
mayonnaise,
that.
No.
Your sister is all about some Heinz.
So Daddy went from Heinz to Hunt. Now, this has been 40 years ago. And we went in there to eat, and Charlene goes, when did you change ketchup? Daddy said, what do you mean? I said, you changed ketchup. Daddy said, I did. You can tell? Yeah. And he went back to Heinz.
And have y'all noticed, and it has to be some type of lawsuit, you sit down in a restaurant and you no longer get the squirt bottle, they bring you the packages. What did somebody do that caused that?
You want me to tell you? Because it
what
happened down there. People's little kids that's not raised and kids that nobody's got their eyes on and nobody's raising them gets that ketchup bottle and they suck the ketchup out of the top of it and then stick it back up there for people to use. You just wasted the whole thing. So now it's because people don't raise their youngins that you have to rip these little packages off anymore.
All right, here's a name I hadn't heard in a while. Hellman's Mayonnaise.
Yeah.
I would think that's got to be behind Blue Plate. I would assume Blue Plate being the number one. Assuming now.
Dukes. You hear a lot of people talk about Dukes.
Never heard of Dukes.
You've never heard of Dukes?
What do they do?
Mayonnaise.
Really?
And they're supposed to be big and y'all help me out. Is it Louisiana?
Was it Mr. Whipple that used to do the
Charmin.
Who was the guy that done the mayonnaise in the middle of the night? Had the knife in it that was empty.
Golly.
I can't
remember who that
It'll
was.
come to us in a minute if you remember that. 1984, Cole Fort Worth beer just ain't no good for jealous. Well, it would come out today as they went into the studio for George to sing just that. George Strait. Well, that was a classic, wasn't it?
Anything George Strait did is going to be a classic because it's not going to be done at all.
I like me some George. There's a reason. 1984 on the other side of the radio dial, this was like huge. It would sell, let me see here. It'd be number one on the top 200, 24 weeks at number one on the charts for 122. Total sales of it were 25 million. And can you sing
13 times platinum.
Because I think you got a pair of britches like
Purple rain, purple rain.
You had a purple motorcycle. Prince. That was big. It was big, and it probably that and Dove's Cry is that the two biggest.
Dove's Cry. Yeah, and you had
Little Red Corvette.
Let's Go Crazy, Little Red Corvette.
Raspberry Beret.
Raspberry Beret.
That's all I know.
He had a bunch. And then after he died, his family found a bunch of other songs that he hadn't produced, and they started to produce them. So Prince, or the symbol, or the person formerly known as Prince, or whatever he went by.
Oh, yeah, 1999. We're going to party like it's 1999.
Oh, golly, yeah. Remember when the computers were going to crash?
I remember all that. It was 1985 upon this night, and I wish we had this to watch because it was probably kind of funny at this point. Joe Namath, Frank Gifford, and O.J. Simpson took to the screen, as we go back for the Sports Illustrated picture here, Monday Night Football.
You remember when he used to do the Samsonite commercial? And
Samsonite,
and he was running through the
being
chased in the airport.
Yep, that's been forever.
Yeah, he was practicing.
And he was good in some of those Naked Gun picture movies.
Yeah.
They were funny. This was also a very sad day for George Strait. As we remember this, something that changed his life. George would go years upon years without interviews after today. It was devastating to him and his family. And as we go back to remember, his little girl was killed today in a car accident. She was in, I think, the back seat, and they were in a head-on collision, and she passed away of her injuries. Jennifer Lynn was her name, killed on this day back in 1986. Baby Blue, if I am not mistaken, was written specifically as a tribute to his daughter and given to him. Baby Blue is the color of her eyes. And I know that there's plenty of you watching who have lived through this horror. Has to be one of the worst things is to lose a child. It's just one of those things to where a parent's supposed to go first.
Yeah.
And when the apple cart is overturned, it never sets well. There's some that never get over this. We think of you, George, and the many people that are watching this has happened to.
Yeah.
We move along to our next year. It was 1993, and there had to have been some heavily drinking involved in this. Can you explain it any other way?
Yeah, but not on TV.
Oh.
There ain't no other way.
What is shocking is it made it 2 years. As we remember, Lyle Lovett married Julia Roberts today.
Yeah.
Man, that's the face only a mama could love.
You got that right.
He had to be such a good fella.
It was not like she was a gold digger.
No, she sort of had
got
her
money.
She had her own money. We don't know what happened there.
Yeah, it was something that she didn't have.
Maybe he was gold digging. I mean,
I didn't know that's possible.
I just can't imagine his career. Maybe he's bigger than I think, but I don't understand that one. That's one of those that you scratch your head and go, wow, I didn't see that coming. Let's look at that picture one more time there, Odie.
Yeah, it's a surprise wedding. Yeah, she didn't want nobody to know.
They divorced in 1995. Doesn't tell why. We don't want to know either at this point.
Care.
This was really a good movie. I think of a cigar every time I think of this movie at the ending of it. Yeah. Will Smith, during his prime, it would be released. Anybody remember Independence Day?
Yeah, that was a good one.
It won just about everything that there was.
Oh, yeah.
So as you remember that one. Today would be a sad day in 2009. It affected many a young fella. Sadness as we remember this happens because she was such the
pinup girl.
It was, and she sold more posters than anybody ever upon this earth. Ever.
No,
ever.
Julie, it's not who you're thinking about. We hadn't got to Daisy Duke yet.
She probably has number 2.
Yeah.
But Farrah Fawcett passed away in 2009 on this date, and that's the famous portrait there. The skateboard wasn't bad either, but that right there sold more than any other poster ever in history.
That and did it.
I'd like to know what the exact number is. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But Farrah Fawcett was such a beautiful girl. Charlie's Angels. She'd done so many other things. And she even done some...
She had her own brand of shampoo.
Sure did. Farrah hair.
Yep.
And everybody wanted the Farrah hair in the 70s. The winged look with the Aquanet.
Oh, yeah. Had to have it.
Also, on the same day, we would find out this afternoon, back in 2009, that somebody else famous passed away. Yeah. Can you believe it's been that long?
No.
Michael J. passed away on this date.
2009.
Man, how time flies. That's been, I can't even add.
Charlie said, my cat had fair hair. Because I used all her shampoo on it.
And Terry, you're right. She did pass away from cancer. Just shocking.
I remember that now.
Now, Michael, on the other hand, had some type of, wasn't it drugs of some sort?
Well, I mean, he did drugs and lived in an oxygen chamber and everything. He had some ways, and I think it's going to be a lot like Elvis. It was drugs that he probably normally took
that were done wrong,
and then just because he had a live-in doctor too.
And
Bob
has a good point there.
In trouble.
No sense in being the richest person in the cemetery. Doesn't do you a bit of good.
You got that right.
And you're right, Barry. It doesn't feel like all that long ago for either one of these celebrities. But still, the biggest impact upon my life, and I'm in my 50s now, is the day Elvis died. I will never forget as a kid watching those 22 white Cadillacs go by in line taking Elvis to the cemetery. It's just a day you can remember the exact moment where you were when you got the moment, the news that Elvis was gone. Remember it just like yesterday.
Wow.
The rest of these folks, I mean, they're famous in their own right, but Elvis just a little bit, it was just a little bit different, for me anyway. He was overprescribed. That's a good way of putting that with Michael Jackson.
There you go. Yeah. Now, Charlene met Elvis. Well, we'll say Elvis met Charlene when she was little. I don't think Charlene remembers it, but Mama met him on the sidewalk in Nashville. No, they were in Birmingham, and Elvis. Did he pick you up and hold you, or just look at you? I can't remember.
All right, we just got word a strong arm robbery in Meridian. This would happen at the 1000 block of 19th Street at a laundry mat. Again, strong arm robbery just occurred. The 1000 block of 19th Street at a laundry mat. Wow, we'll look that up and pull up a map here in just a moment.
You can't even safely go wash your clothes.
So if you're in that area and you're seeing a lot of police arrive, that is what that's about. Let me just punch this in, Odie, and see if I can put this address
Ms.
in.
Wally said, I had just received Elvis's autographs 1 hour before I found out he died. Wow. Yep. He saw me in the car seat, Charlene. That's right. That's what it was.
This would be in the general area where this would happen at, strong arm robbery, right in this area here at the family laundromat. We're understanding.
Now that is
19th Street.
So I've got to bring these people right here up. This my family laundromat because I know where that's at now.
They done good with the
yes,
riders,
sir, Bob. The old place that did the clothes for
Run for the Wall
decided, well, we can't do this no more. So they backed down and trying to find somebody else to take this over. He ran into the guy from my family laundromat, and he said, hey, we can do this. I've got a crew. We work all the time. We can help you. So this year started what we all hope to be a long-term deal with my family laundromat, doing all the laundry for the riders for the wall that come through in Meridian every year. And so prayers go out to y'all.
So we don't know the details of what went on just yet, as we'll gather that information and put that out as soon as we get it. But strong arm robbery again, and the 1000 block of 19th Street there at Family Laundromat. We hope no one's been hurt. Well, we would have got that attached with that. But still awful that someone was robbed this morning. More coming up. Scotty Ray and Odie.
The Preserve at Meridian is the premier senior living community in the Meridian area, offering independent living cottages, assisted living, and maintain their independence and pursue an engaging lifestyle with a robust activities calendar, personalized care programs, wellness activities, restaurant-style dining, and much more. Call or visit us online today at preserveatmeridian.com to schedule your personal tour.
Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs, your local pharmacy and gift shop, thanks you for your continued support. Whether you shop with us in-store, through our app, over the phone, or in our drive-thru, our team will provide the best personalized customer service experience you expect from your local pharmacy. When you call or message us, you are promptly greeted by the Mr. Discount team that's ready to help. When you choose our pharmacy, you're choosing a locally owned pharmacy that cares about you and your community. Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs makes a difference.
H&H Residential of Meridian is your #1 carpet and flooring store. If you've been thinking of a new look for your home or office, call for a free estimate or consultation. H&H can install or you can do it yourself. H&H has all of your design needs from color, style, and texture. If you can dream it, H&H can make it a reality. Come see the large selection of hardwood flooring, laminate, vinyl, and even carpet. H&H Residential of Meridian, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4, 321 Hawkins Crossing Road. Call Rosemary anytime, 601-462-9541.
Odie, these folks right here take care of a lot of things. Snowden & Company, when it comes to real estate, the best of the best, a name that you trust. They'll be there through 5 p.m. this afternoon. Saturday, you can make an appointment, closed on Sunday. But if you're looking for a home, getting ready to sell your home, Amanda, her friendly staff, they bend over backwards. And I said they do this every day. They understand these contracts of when you got deadlines when it comes to buying a house. This inspection, that inspection. You got to have one of those little things that goes and finds a septic tank. Got to make sure that works.
You got to make sure everything's together, and that's one of these companies that all you've got to do is call Snowden & Company. Tell them what you want. They'll find what you want, and then they'll sit down and do all the paperwork. All you've got to do is sign. Let them handle it. Very professional, very friendly, very knowledgeable. Great people to do business with, and they'll definitely take good care of you.
453-3937 is the number to Amanda. As we mentioned, the Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department were busy yesterday right outside the city limits of Meridian. As we pull up this picture here, Lakewood Street is where all of this would go down as we come across here. What is this down in the bushes? What do you see there, Odie?
Oh, that's a wheel to a four-wheeler, ain't it?
It is. It's camouflage because, well, everything around it's green. The Sheriff's Department would notice this four-wheeler, and next thing you know, they were running from the law. Stolen four-wheels, serial numbers matched. One person was taken into custody, but while running from the law, always know where you were going. They ran off in the woods down a pig trail. Only problem was Pig Trail Road went big hole in the road.
So the trail ended.
It did.
Abruptly.
And they went off. It's kind of like
a stolen four-wheeler.
It was. It's kind of like a pond dam. Going across a pond dam, and all of a sudden there's
Somebody dug it out.
Yes, sir. They were there to catch him, though.
I bet he won't do that no more.
Sheriff's Department got somebody to look at them, and then they were charged later. We haven't gotten the name on all that, but a big thank you to the Sheriff's Department with keen eyes watching all of this. Hopefully that'll be returned to the owner before long.
I hope it's okay.
Yeah, I do too. Now, one thing that was really the big news story of yesterday was Redwater, which is just barely north out of the city limits of Carthage in Leake County. As we pull this up, and I'm going to show you the video of what I got from the scene, because it's important to understand just how many people were there. As we look at this, we find out the suspect in the standoff finally gave up last night, walked out and turned himself over to police. Handcuffs were placed, and no one was hurt.
Before you move to the next one, if you would pull that last one back up again. Got a PSA.
Yeah. I need to get rid of that.
Well, and it's on every site, not just on Scotty Ray Report. It's on a lot of these sites. When you see something that says, hey, video from eyewitness, or police just released video, that kind of junk, number one. And then if there's no picture, number two. Y'all know, put a picture up there. But anyway, that right there is clickbait, and not just regular clickbait to get you to look at ads. That's clickbait. Well, if you click on it, they can get into your profile.
That's right.
And that's where these clones come from. That's where they take your page over. They can start doing stuff that people may think that it's you because of the stuff you click on. Don't go around Facebook just clicking on crap. It's dangerous for these people out here. Smart.
And I'm doing my best to mark this as you have to follow for at least 24 hours before you can comment on a subject. Yeah. But they're sneaky. They'll get on there before there's 3 or 4 of them I need to get rid of here that has done this.
Well, I mean, these folks don't have anything to do. For 8 hours, all they do is create fake crap. And why do they do it? Because there's so many people that go, oh, look, click. And they're making a living because people are just not paying attention. Don't get on that stuff, and don't just click on things, and don't just, somebody sent me a friend request, whoop, friend them back. You've got to pay attention. These scammers are everywhere because they're making money. Just had to say that PSA real quick.
Those happen there. Let me see if I got some more information here.
Got telemarketers. Yeah, telemarketers now. Telemarketers aren't what they used to be. Now they want to steal your information and everything else. It's crazy.
Whoever sent this has some spelling issues as bad as I do. Where you accidentally put something that you didn't mean to.
Yeah.
It was a female that was robbed by a male. He took her check, and we'll get further information in a little bit.
The laundromat? Yeah.
One of those blanks at the church, you might say.
That's right. That's right.
Accidents happen. As we go back to yesterday's big headline story, though, as we go to Carthage, this is where it took place. This is Dixon Road. This is on the Mississippi Band of Choctaw Reservation where this happened. This man was going to be served a warrant. He fired at police, from what we understand, again, allegedly fired at police. It was a standoff into a home. It would be after they got there, I was told we heard one shot, and then it was a long time. So I thought, uh-oh, something else has gone on.
Yeah.
It ended up not being that. He was still there. They brought in a negotiator, and were finally able to bring him out. But you ask, where were all the police yesterday? I have found them.
There they are.
Let me play this video. And again, this is looking out the side of a car window passing the police. Let's pull this up, Odie, and let's hit play here. Here we go. Here they come. Start looking. Armored vehicle, and it goes on
Cop
and on.
Cop after cop.
This reminds me of the Blues Brothers.
It does look like that of the OJ chase.
It's still going with police.
Wow.
There was really nowhere and there's more police there. I don't know how long that line was. They went in and it come out.
It went all the way to the end, didn't it? Wow.
Man. But again, no one was hurt. He was taken into custody. Now, I've heard all types of that he could have been involved and other things earlier in the week. We'll hopefully get that information. That might have been why he was getting the warrant served there for.
Well, he probably watched the Scotty Ray Report and saw that video of all the cops and says, you know what? Never mind. I'll just go on out.
But it really was like when they paid that fee for the nuns. They turned around, all those cops are there.
Yeah. Never mind.
Nowhere to go.
I need to rethink this move.
Wow. So, but fortunately, on something like that, it usually doesn't turn out that good to where people turn themselves over. We had a grass fire yesterday. As we go here to take a look here, Odie, look at this. Oh, boy, you're used to those as it goes down here, and quickly how this can go. Look how far that got down.
And as dry as it is, it won't take long for that stuff to really get out. And I tell you, it's something.
Lost Gap was busy yesterday. And I also want to bring up with this, even chains on your trailer, if they're touching, can spark and cause fire. I know it sounds like, no, that couldn't happen, but it really
definitely
does.
Can. Yep.
Anything dragging underneath a car that's metal, it could be bad there.
Yeah, and it doesn't take long for it to catch that on fire. And then once it gets off into the woods, it's real hard for fire departments to get in there and do it. We don't have bulldozers anymore like we used to with the forestry. Those are at least a couple of hours away, and by the time you get them here after a couple of hours, you're sitting at, you could have multiple acres of fire. Fire department's going to get there and protect structures and homes and hope that everything's good. But just be careful while we're burning outside, especially with it being dry.
Yeah. All right, let me see. I wanted to check something. I got some type of message, and I just want to, while we're here, and I know it's live, and it's one of those things that it takes a second, but I want to make sure we get the facts right as information rolls in. I think I'm not getting an answer.
Might have an update.
Yeah, I got an update, but I don't know where it's at. So I will find out in just a second. We'll be right back, and we'll pass along that information to you in just a moment. We'll be right back.
I'm Alan Hunt at Meridian Cycles, and let me tell you about some of the great deals we have this month. We have up to $3,000 rebates on side-by-sides. We have up to $1,000 rebates on four-wheelers, as well as 0% interest. Come see us at 80 Highway 19 North right here in Meridian, or give us a call at 601-485-8700. Ask for Alan or Mike Boswell. We'll be glad to help you. Come see us.
Advanced Auto Glass by Joey can handle all your windshield repair and replacement needs. Service work is guaranteed and covered by warranty. Our technicians are professional, auto glass trained, and have over 100 years of combined experience. Advanced Auto Glass by Joey utilizes in-house calibrations for vehicle safety systems. Most insurances are accepted, and reliable mobile service is available in surrounding areas. Keep cars cool and secure with custom tinting, side mirror replacement, and AquaPal windshield wipers. There's one clear choice in auto glass repair. Advanced Auto Glass by Joey.
Battery power made by steel. Right now, save $50 on select AK System battery tool sets. Real steel. Find yours.
And we're back. While you look at that, I want to bring this up. On tomorrow on 22nd Avenue Heights, it goes around, turns into Causeyville Road. Getting around there towards, golly, what's the lady's name? Movie star that's here. She's got the Hope Village for Children. Golly, I went blank. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about, the famous one. That Sheila Ward, thank you. Sheila Ward, her house there on on Causeyville Road, there's a culvert right in that area. Starting at about 7 to 7:30 in that first thing in the morning, they're going to shut that road down, Causeyville Road, coming near her house, and to replace a culvert. And it's going to be closed virtually all day till 5 or a little after. So if you live on the other side of Sheila Ward and you've got to come into Meridian for work, you go ahead and plan you a different route because Causeyville Road will be closed tomorrow morning starting at about 7 o'clock all day long. So be careful out there and get you a new way to go around. And then Thursday, starting about 7 o'clock near Russell Fire Department, they're going to close that road and replace a culvert, but that's going to be about a half a day. They plan to be out of there about 12 o'clock. So be careful on those two
Just
roads.
got an update on the strong arm robbery. It turns out they were friends after all, and they're not going to classify it. Domestic is what this is being ruled now.
So he took the rent check.
Yeah, it was amongst people that knew one another, and so no charges. No matter what happened, they've worked it out, and a lot of times that does happen there when somebody
You
says,
won't be my friend no more. You take my money.
So, an update on that story as it broke loose there. We have an update in Newton County. We got a road blocked as we go here. A cell tower being unloaded, and you can't get around it. This is going to be Highway 15 south of Newton as they take a cell phone tower off of the truck. So that's what's going on there. Police have the road kind of blocked there. They're busy right now.
Yeah, I think I could have found them a different way to sit beside in the middle of the road.
Kind of dangerous there.
Yeah.
Something that is coming to Meridian. Oh, let me reword this. That is no longer going to be the point. It's fixing to be gone as we go here to take a look. The backhoe is sitting there. They've been working all week taking a few things from inside the building, but that is getting ready to be a parking lot. It was condemned and will no longer be. Wasn't that at one time? Didn't John Robert Smith own that? The point?
Yeah, it was his pharmacy.
I thought so.
And then Tornado got it, and they never did anything with it. Should have been demolished or fixed years ago. But
as a kid, remind me, and I'm thinking years ago, was this not A&P umpteen dozen years ago? This side here?
I don't think so.
Are you sure? Right there. That was not A&P?
Well, now, I'm not 100%.
As a kid, it seems like it was, but we'll see if anybody happens to know that.
I know there used to be a big sports collector thing on that back corner back there.
Okay.
But I don't know. Parking lot. Maybe there's something coming. IGA.
Now, IGA was down on 8th Street there with those.
At 45th Avenue.
Yeah, that was IGA.
Yeah.
But I thought that was A&P. Anyway, that's a few things that are happening there this morning in the areas there. So be careful. That's going to be coming down before long. They'll be taking it down. We'll go back and A&P if it was further downtown. Okay. Well, I knew it was somewhere on that road, but that has been.
A&P is where the Mississippi Power office is now.
Okay.
Mississippi Power.
Before
Really?
you get
Right
to Congress.
there?
I thought it was up there, but
I don't remember that one.
we'll have to. You don't remember A&P period?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I liked IGA because they had the funny looking baskets.
I remember my cousin come from California and said, "It's the IGA store." Truthfully, you know, of course, that is a different thing. Also, we forgot one birthday, Odie. He's having a birthday. He's 41. You remember him?
I'm trying to think of his name.
What was it? He ran Michael Jackson's Chimp. He had a I forget what the name of it there.
I can't think of his
He's
name.
in a private sanctuary now. Famous, I don't remember his name, but anyway, if y'all remember that, they ran around together everywhere.
Yeah.
All right. That's
I want me an orangutan.
I remember the IGA store being right next to the Green Stamp store. You had IGA on the corner here, and you had the food stamp. I mean, not the food stamp, but the Green Stamp store. What, that was IGA that you... Big Star. No, it was Big Star.
Big Star.
Big Star in the thing there. Right down from the health department.
Bubbles.
Bubbles.
That's it. Bubbles.
I know we're all over the place with IGAs and Bubbles. And sorry about that.
You know, I miss the different grocery stores.
You got one now in town. Well, you got two, I guess, that new one that came into the city limits there.
Well, you got the one that came into the Crossroads, which I like, And then they bought Winn-Dixie, and it's still Winn-Dixie at 39.
Don't you have to buy your sack to leave the store?
You do the one in
Crossroads.
The Crossroads. You do on it, and you got to pay a quarter to get the buggy. But you get your quarter.
Probably going to work right out just as well as that self-checkout.
Well, I'm with Aldi. You don't see a bunch of buggies all over the place. People go back and get their quarter.
Give them time. Give them time, Odie.
Well, I'll pick the buggies up. If you go out there, leave your quarter in there, and if there's 5 or 6 of them, I'll go get that $1.50.
Time now to check birthdays. We got a few of them that have strolled in this morning. Have you got yours in? Here we go, Odie.
Let me get you a deep breath here. So Donna Huffmaster White, 75. Ashley Lewis, 39. Melanie McBriar Stahl, 58. Beverly Godwin Davidson, 67. We got a lot of Saturdays and Sundays that just started coming through. Talking about getting out working this morning. Dusty Simmons had a birthday Saturday. Gene Harrington, one of my favorite school teachers there was, had a birthday Saturday. Randolph Smith leading the pack at MDOT. Amy Roddy. Judy Shirley Chitwood, all Saturday. Kathy Seitz Kaufman, Sunday. Amanda Crenshaw, Sunday. And Rita Flint's having 69th birthday. Margie Fain is having her 32nd anniversary. David and Michelle Mortis is having their 31st anniversary. Barbara Cullum's having a birthday today. Carrie Hoggs, 40 today. Tyler Smith, 38. Andrea Goodwin's 20. And Brandy Robinson Kennedy is the big 5-0. So we're going to go right over here. And I should have keyed these in, but it won't take but just a half a second. And we hit dun 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 dun. And we'll go right over here. Amy Roddy had a birthday Saturday, and winner of the Scotty Ray Hyundai of Meridian Coffee Cups. So go by Hyundai Meridian Highway 39 North and get that cup. Test drive something while you're there.
Yeah.
Make Joe buy you something new. Maybe you find something you like.
All right, as we get ready for this, let's do our, as we close out the show, we want to make sure that we always leave with a good word. And we've come to that part there.
We are here at Isaiah 53, verse 6. We all, like sheep, have gone astray. Each of us turned to our own way, and the Lord has laid on him the iniquity of us all. It doesn't matter if we've moved away from the Lord. The Lord is always there with open arms to welcome us back. All we got to do is look at him and ask him to forgive us, to come into our lives, and to help us lead the right way. I tell you, it's great to have him because I fall short of the glory every day. I'm a sinner, and I always have to ask him to forgive me, and he's always there. Man, we want y'all to have a great day. It's Tuesday. Be safe. It's hot. Be safe. Drink plenty of water out there. We'll be back in a little over 22 hours to start your hump day and get that going.
I got a little bit more information on that incident that happened down there near the laundromat.
Uh-oh.
Argument, domestic, and, well, it wasn't actually used at gunpoint, but it was like hit somebody with it and took their money, and they ended up knowing each other, so...
Pistol whoop?
Something like that. It's a little argument there, and everybody's going to be okay in the end. So that's what went on there. Let me see here. Let's see if I got one last thing here. Oh, yeah, hydration. Don't forget, as we get 108 on that heat index side there, drink, drink, drink.
Yeah, look at your color. You might think it's crazy, but that is a great indication. Look at your color. Anything other than clear, you're starting to dehydrate. Be safe. That's not good for you.
All right. We're going to come back tomorrow, like it or not, once again, to tell you what goes on throughout the day.
That's it.
Thank y'all so much for being a part of what we do.
We love you.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners.